Wait, what level are we supposed to be?
5.
You're level 5.
What a fun question to ask.
Thank goodness.
I mean, I was wondering that myself.
Yeah, you just said since leveled up, and I was like, what? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, y'all haven't leveled up in a while.
Yeah, when the fuck are we doing that again?
Hey, it isn't this isn't called the Yell at Your DM show. This is called the You Sit There on the Railroad and Let Me Take You Where You're Going show. Welcome to the Village Idiots podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Nathan. With me this evening... Oh, wait. Welcome to 2020. Woo! Woo! Woo!
We made it.
Maybe I should do that later. Welcome to the Village Idiots podcast. I am your DM, Nathan. With me this evening I have Jordan.
Hey.
Emily.
Hello.
Nicole.
What's up?
And Justin.
Hey, yo.
Welcome to 2020, y'all.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
roaring 20s.
Woo!
The year of hindsight.
Yes.
Let's hope there isn't another prohibition or another stock market crash or another Great Depression in these 20s. These 20s need to be...
Yeah, because we're totally not on the precipice of all of those things. Yeah, it's totally fine.
That's a big ask.
Everything's a cycle. Nothing means anything. We love you.
Let's hope these 20s are better than last 100 years 20s.
Probably not.
Geez, y'all went a different way with the hindsight is 2020 thing than I was going to. I was going to say 2020, year of the Village Idiots.
Oh, well,
It's a little more on brand.
sure.
Yep.
I think on brand is the fact that we fucked it up first.
Well, hindsight's 2020, you know what they say. Anyway, we're a Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast, 5th edition. We name a village idiot at the end of every episode. Last week's village idiot was yours truly. I don't remember why, but I was the village idiot.
You split combat into 2 episodes.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, I did split combat into 2 episodes.
Literally the only thing I remember from last time.
Well, that's a good segue into the recap. So last episode started in the middle of combat. Drew had just trapped the soul of a lizard folk shaman. She had commanded it to attack its crocodilian buddies, one of which had Aggamir within its tooth grasp, and the other Scar was riding upon. The whole party was fighting these lizard folk and crocodiles from this second, very much larger camp on the Bulwark Isles, the isle that they shipwrecked upon after a storm leaving the great harbor of Fellows. They are on the lam from Kelvin and his cronies, Kelvin Boulderdown, newly named Golden Mantle of Fellows. So last week's episode was a lot of combat. They triumphed and found some interesting things in this lizard folk town. Saf found a crate full of these energy stones for the shield colossi and the pair of shield colossi at the center of this town. She took a good hard look at it and realized that the attunement stones were missing. But she did find a whole bunch of energy stones. I believe Aggamir went for that investigation as well. And then right at the end, the party was met with a group of lizard folk walking down the shoreline towards them, and one of them spoke in common to them, something they have not heard up to this point, and requested aid from the party.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
I don't remember that at all.
Well, it's a good thing I did the recap, I guess.
That's true.
So yeah, it is, I believe I said it was dusk or night was falling at the point that they were walking up to you. So it is sunset, we'll say. It's picturesque. Standing in front of you are a group of lizard folk. These ones have, it's either white paint or white scale markings on their faces and arms, and one of them speaks common. What would you all like to do?
Who are you?
My name is Joss.
Waited?
Whedon?
Stone.
Yes, Jordan.
I'm Joss.
Oh, we're sticking with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were going to come up with another. Okay. No, that's fine. It's beautiful. It's great. It's my favorite name.
It's fine.
Keep going.
Justin, did you say Joss Stone?
Yep.
Whatever happened to her?
Yeah, seriously.
What do you need help with, Joss?
There is a contingent of pink skins like yourselves that are laying siege to our town.
Shit.
Oh, is it me?
My bad.
I think you're referring to me. Hi.
When she says pink skinned, she gestures towards Saf.
Oh.
Human looking. Or
Well, fuck.
I guess I do have more of like a burgundy color
Yeah.
going on right now.
yeah, I'm green.
Drew's a fine Merlot.
I turn to the party. I go, is that a little bit racist? Should I be concerned?
I don't think so.
They don't look, they're taller than you.
Ah, they're humans, the worst kind.
Did they have
That was racist.
yeah. Did they have any sort of markings or things that they were wearing, like cloaks on them?
No, it is, I think, a band of pirates.
Okay, good. Thank God. I'm glad it's not any mantles.
We are often beset upon by pirates, but this is a large number.
Did they have a flag?
No flag.
But they had a ship.
Yes.
Ooh, we could take all that the booty from the ship. Yeah, I like that idea.
I thought you just meant we'll take the ship.
That too. Hey, either one, whatever Fear is down with or whatever Aggamir wants to do.
I'm like, if I don't have to buy a ship.
I'll take one.
There you go.
How big is this ship?
I've been going into towns and taking them more or less by force. It would be nice to save a town and earn it.
Yeah.
Fair.
So should we go get the crew and then all of the lizard folk that you've picked up in your conquering of this island and go help?
I mean, sure, we can build an army. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could do it by myself, but like, we can build an army.
Okay.
How far is your village from here?
It is at the foot of the mountain. And she gestures behind her.
Do you have any idea how many pirates there are?
At least I'm trying to think of Geez, it's hard pretending like...
You pee 11 times a day?
Have they set up encampments and fortifications? Do they have supply routes? How long have they been here?
I know how many I want there to be. I'm trying to figure out how to speak English as a second language, because English is my first language, but it's common, and I'm a lizard.
I'm a lizard.
I need to get in character.
Maybe there's like a missionary from like the mainland that came here to like teach common to the lizard folk. I don't know.
Colonizers?
A missionary of what? What deities?
Yeah, there are no gods.
Have you heard the good word of Kelvin?
No, but I mean like a missionary of knowledge. It could have been one of the lore keepers that wanted to teach subspecies, or I don't know how you would, or like.
That's definitely racist.
I know, but like I just mean what humans would look at them as.
Oh, you're talking about lesser species. I gotcha.
Shit.
It's terror. I don't think that way. I'm just
Hey.
saying.
Some of your best friends are people who don't.
Oh my God.
I don't think that way. I just said it.
Yeah, my next door neighbor.
I'm saying what missionary assholes think of other people is what I'm saying.
Yeah, keep digging that hole.
All right, let's stop fucking with Nicole. She's going to get pissed.
Okay, so Joss says to you, there are at least a clutch of them.
The fuck is a clutch?
That's a cool amount. I don't even care.
Adragon looks at you and says, a clutch in Draconic would typically be around a dozen. A dozen to 15.
Yeah, all right.
How many people do we have with us right now?
You lost 2 of the 20 lizard folk that you had.
Oh,
So you've
fuck,
got
we could do this.
18 lizard folk and then all of you plus Adragon, but he is a non-combatant.
All right, so let's go fuck some shit up. We're fine.
Drew, kind of walks down and sticks her hand out to shake the hand of the lizard person and says, "Hi, I'm Drew. I'm going to save your town."
As you hold out your hand, she brings her snout very close to it and her forked tongue kind of flits all around it.
I love it. I love it.
She says, "Welcome, Drew. Thank you for your help."
That just reminds me of that meme with the Ewoks where it's like, let us tell you about our Lord and Savior C-3PO. Like, let me tell you about your Lord and Savior, Drusilla.
Oh, I'm here for it. I look at everyone else and I'm like, all right, let's move out.
Are we doing this? Do we
We're
want to
waiting for it.
rest?
Yeah.
Should we rest? Did we
Have we
rest?
already
How
rested?
many spell slots do you have, Drew?
I thought we just fucked around this morning and it was like noon when we were done. And it's like nighttime now. I thought we rested.
I think we got a short rest in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather have a long rest. So if we have to wait till morning in order to do that, that's fine. But, attacking at night is pretty dope. We can sneak up on everybody, get the drop on them.
Are you talking in character?
Yes. I feel like I should have a character voice so everyone knows when I'm talking in character, but I don't know what that would be. I'm bad at doing voices, so I don't know what that would be.
When I picture Drusilla, I kind of picture when I hear her in my head, I kind of hear like someone very, not Meryl Streep, but like someone of that like wise, like deep, resonant.
Man, I could have guessed for like 10 years of what you were about to say to me, and I would never in my life have guessed Meryl
But like
Streep was going to
Meryl
come out of your
Streep,
mouth.
Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada, just that very like.
That is so on the nose right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh my God.
I picture Miranda Priestley when I hear Drusilla speaking.
Oh my God.
And like that's the best compliment ever because she a bad bitch.
That's fair. I just was not expecting you to say that at all. Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to wait until morning or do we want to try to sneak up on them at night? Aggamir, you're a rogue and this is sneaking is kind of your whole bag. What are your feelings on this?
I have dark vision, so this works for me.
I do not have dark vision.
I mean, same, but I'm like almost at half my hit points right now. I like some more.
That's my question for Nathan is did we rest? Like, did we get a short rest between then and
Yeah,
now?
did
We get a long rest?
You all got a short rest, so that's what I was going to ask if last episode Scar used any of her hit die.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that.
So if you didn't, yeah, go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, I used 2.
I don't think a short rest helps me. I don't think I get my spell slots back and stuff.
You don't get spell slots back, but you do get health and some of your abilities, perhaps.
How many hit die can I roll?
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 3 of my 5.
Okay.
So I rolled a 6. Now I'm at 40 because I was at 34.
Yeah, Warlock is a D8
Okay, so all of yours are D8s.
and Cleric is a D8, so I'll be a 5D8 is what I've got.
So if I roll 3 and I go over what my maximum was, that I can do that.
No, you just go up to your maximum.
Oh well, then I'm at 53 again.
But the thing is, if we go right now, I'm not going to have any of my I'm not going to have any of my spell slots back, and I don't have too many left.
I mean, during the time that Sap and Aggamir were investigating, you could have taken a long rest or a trance.
Oh well, then there you go.
Okay, there we go. I have my spell slots back.
Now let's go kick some pirate ass.
Yeah, I want to sneaky sneak. I'm ready. We haven't snuck into anything yet.
Or in a while, at least.
Aggamir, put those dice to use.
Woo! Can I go ahead and use one more hit die, Nate?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
The world is your oyster, baby.
Sweet. That puts me at full health.
Yeah, same.
Nice. Okay. So Joss leads you to the edge of her town. She has 3 lizard folk with her. On the way, she kind of keeps looking over her shoulder at the other lizard folk that you have with you. And it's a few hours walk to where she takes you. Do you all want to talk at all on the way, or do you just want to get there?
Can I roll an insight to kind of get a feeling as to why they're looking nervously at each other?
Sure.
Also, how are we supposed to sneak with this giant fucking Iron Man following her?
My insight was an 18.
18. Okay, you take a look at how they're looking at each other, and it seems like because of the way that they've set their camps up, it seems like there's some maybe tribal animosity between them.
But it feels like they're kind of banding together to take care of a common enemy.
Your insight doesn't get you that far.
Oh. Okay. That's it.
It's pretty clear to you that there has been some bad blood between them in the past. You're not quite sure what the future holds.
Good to know.
So, are you saying that there's 2 or more distinct tribes that we can distinguish?
Yeah, there's the first camp that you all got to, Drew's crew.
Oh, I thought you were saying that this one that speaks common was looking back at her own group of lizard folk.
She's looking at Drew's crew.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah, that was what I was curious about. I thought the lizard folk was looking at their own people.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, no, then that makes sense. No, I'm fine with just walking in silence.
Okay. You get there. Right as you're about to hit the edge of the town, Joss and her retinue extinguish their torches. They should be in the middle of town. They were looting the temple and the ruins, looking for any valuables. I believe their ship is docked on the far side of the island.
So way out of view.
Yeah, you can't see it from here.
Okay.
You do hear some chaos now that you are closer to the town, and you see some big shadows going by, campfires and flickering lights and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like there's something going on in the town, but you're not quite close enough to see what's going on.
Okay. What paths do we have before us?
The town itself is butt up against the foot of the mountain. So you have approached from the east side. There's forest to your right, and the bay is to your left. In front of you is the town. On the other side, you can see that there's more forest. So it's like this town is kind of flanked by the mountain on the north and forest on the east and west, and the bay is to the south. So you can either go through the forest, or you can try and loop around to the other side. You'd have to go through the water or be very careful along the southern edge of the town.
Lizard folk have a swim speed, right?
They do.
But elves do not.
Elves do not.
I was like, oh, it'd be cool if Drew could lead a water, like if we split it and led the water assault.
That'd be hilarious.
And then we snuck through the forest. We did a pincer attack on the town. So, observing this about the town, Aggamir, I'll talk to Drew in character. So I'll be like, I feel like we can try and sneak through this forest, approach the town. I'm worried that with this army that you've amassed, someone's going to step on a twig somewhere. I'm concerned that a stealth approach may not really work. Do you trust Adragon enough to see if he can lead the lizard folk to come up through the bay?
Do we know where the main people are? Like, can we tell? Is there like a big, like, do we think they'd be on the ship?
I can scout ahead.
Joss told you that the ship, they believe, is docked on the other side of the island. It looks like there's a good bit of island between the town and the opposite shore.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably wouldn't be at the ship.
Okay, so the big baddie, like the leaders, the pirate captain, if you will. Where is he? Where would he be right now?
You wouldn't know without getting closer.
Okay. If there's no objection from the party, I can try and scout ahead.
Drew's very apprehensive about that plan.
Seth, remembering Aggamir's track record for stealth and
stealth-related missions. I'm a rogue, but I more so specialize in one-on-one combat, and not thieves' tools or stealth so much, or sleight of hand, or
I'm more of a dread pirate Roberts instead of that kind of rogue, like roguish.
Rogue-ish.
I'm like a rogue that wanted to be a
Wow.
fighter, but was a rogue.
Be really great if we had like a rogue though, like right now. That would be cool. So like if you
thanks.
could do that.
I'm sorry, if you're asking for a utility person, that's really Saf. Saf can do a lot of things.
I turn around and go, what?
I need like a sneaky person.
Saf is sneaky.
Out of character, Justin, what's your stealth?
Let's see. +4.
Jordan?
And then I motion to Mando behind me, and I go, but what am I going to do about him?
That's true. So it looks like you're gonna have to just tap into that rogue side for us just a little bit.
All right, I'll do my best.
Okay.
How far so we're in this eastern section of forest.
Mm-hmm.
How far are we from the edge of town?
You're a few hundred yards. You can see, lights and shadows, but you can't see individual people from here. So not far.
Okay.
Within shouting distance, should things go south.
Okay. Well then, I suppose I'll roll for stealth.
Okay. Roll it. Let's see what you got.
All right. That was a 13 sound.
That's a number.
That's
It's a lucky number.
To some. You sneak up to the nearest alleyway into the main section of the town. You see another large shield colossus seems to be the centerpiece of this town as well. It is larger than Mando and the twin shield colossi.
What?
And you see quite a few humanoid figures walking around, going from house to house, ruin to ruin, carrying belongings that may or may not be theirs.
So they're pillaging.
Roll me a perception, please.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
All right. You see about 8 of them mulling around the courtyard, and it doesn't seem to be that much activity elsewhere.
Cool. Okay. And then, is there just one main entrance from the east, or are there real walls that could be scaled or anything?
Yeah, that's an interesting point, because this section of ruins seems to be more well kept, not quite as ruined as the other towns that you've been in. This is the best kept of the architecture that you've seen so far. So there's one main thoroughfare on the east side, one on the west side, and it's been kind of shored up so it is a little more self-contained.
Would the people that came and asked us for help, would they know any ways to sneak in, be undetected?
Are you asking them, Scott?
Sure. Yeah.
There are no secrets here in this town. No secret entrances, says Joss.
Well,
Okay. Well, with the information I've gathered, I would like to head back and inform the crew.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check, please.
No. Hey, okay. 24.
Yay!
Okay. You get back without incident.
Oh, Exciting.
Drew's impressed.
You sneak up on someone from behind. They have their back to you, and you spook them.
Oh, okay. So one of the lizard folk? Or can I choose?
Whoever you want.
I want it to be Drew.
Okay,
Fucked up.
Drew, roll me a... well, you're not looking for him, so he beat your passive perception.
Yeah.
You're spooked.
Does she do like what I do when I'm in a haunted house and like almost punch people? Like,
So here.
Only one way to find out.
I cast inflict wounds. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and
I just turn around.
Aggamir's story is over, but the story must go on. No, would I sneak off?
No, that's fine. Drew's just angry but impressed. Like begrudgingly impressed.
I show up and I'm like, not bad, eh?
ooh. And she's like, what?
Whatever.
Ah!
Wow, super glad you did something. I'm proud.
Oh.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
See, Miranda Priestley, if I ever heard one.
That's fair. I hear it now.
Adragon's like, y'all are supposed to be friends, right?
Best friends.
I'd call us co-workers.
No, but I tell everyone what I've found.
So what would you all like to do now with this new information?
Well, we could do what Agner suggested, having the lizard folk kind of go through the water. That might catch everybody off guard. That might be nice. Or if we go with that, they could go into the town, and the distraction they cause by attacking could open it up for us to sneak into where the maiden people are.
Yeah, flanking. A pincer move, if you will.
Could give us advantage.
How many things can we describe as a pincer move? I'm just like,
I don't know.
When does it become not that?
Just this one.
I mean,
There's only 8 of them
Outside. I thought there were more than that altogether.
that I saw.
Yeah.
So there could be more inside. So if you're willing to give that command, Drew, I think that could give us the upper hand.
Do it.
Drew is kind of sad that she is kind of taking orders from somebody else, but like, fine. It's the best plan.
But like, what else is new?
Wow. So she turns around and she's like, so, yes, we will do this. We will do my plan, which is to have the lizard people go through the water led by Adragon, and then we will sneak in. Thank you all who were a part of this planning, which is just me, really.
It's beautiful.
Let's go and break.
Joss is standing next to Saf at this point, and she tugs on Saf's sleeve and says, "Is she your queen?"
She's your god.
Why did you beat me
Did I
to
steal
it?
your line?
Yes, my exact words. We've been married too long.
Yeah, we. What?
Drew loves it. Emily's very uncomfortable with the attention.
Aw.
Let's do it.
Secretly, I think you love it.
All right. So are you all being sneaky, or are you going in guns a-blazing from the east?
Sneaky.
All right. Everyone roll me a stealth check.
I was going to say, I'm going to let them decide what I'm going to do. Like, because I'll Leroy Jenkins this like I normally do. But if you guys want me to go in sneaky, I'll go in sneaky.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
I got a 19.
25.
19.
All right. You all are so stealthy. You get up to the east gate and you all see what Aggamir was talking about. It looks like they are all of the pirates are starting to congregate with their spoils at the foot of the shield colossi, and they are just kind of standing around. It looks like they're waiting for something, almost. And you count 10 of them in the courtyard at this point.
We got this.
Yeah, you all are so quiet. And then from the west side of town, you hear what sounds like something falling over. And you see the pirates turn around and say, what was that then? What's going on here? And they all are kind of scared, and they pull out their scimitars and their cutlasses. and they are kind of shaking as they advance to the west side of the town. Would you all like to do anything?
Yeah, that's when we go in, right?
Yeah.
That's when we advance, right?
Yeah.
But like still stealthy.
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to figure out where the main people are. Are those the only people? Like, who's the leader here? Do any of them look like the leader?
None of them look like they are leading anyone else.
I feel like if we deal with those guys, we can draw out the leader and the rest of them, because there's at least 5 or 6 more, right? Or like a dozen. So
Well,
like 3 more.
we can always just wait until the lizard folk start really fighting and wait to see if the leaders come out.
True story. Is there anywhere to hide?
How many feet away are we?
You all are 100 feet away or so.
Are there any like places to like kind of lay low, hide, to like get a good view of the fight and also get a good view of people coming towards the fight?
On the side of the shield guardian, you might be able to see both what's going on with the pirates and what's going on the main thoroughfare to the north.
Is there room enough for all of us that are here right now?
The 4 of you plus Mando. Oh, right, I should have made you do your stealth checks with disadvantage. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Mando's a giant hulking, like, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, how are we supposed to be stealthy with this fucking thing back here?
I didn't say anything. I was
I could see Mando tiptoeing through the woods like Hulkbuster and just, Mark Ruffalo being, shh, very, very quiet.
Well, I feel like Mando does what Saf does. So maybe because Saf was being quiet and moving stealthily, Mando was also being stealthy.
Feel like we very much established that Mando does not do what Saf does. As much as we wish he did, he does not.
I just mean like because when she walks, he walks. So like maybe because she was walking stealthy, he was walking stealthy.
If I'm on my tippy toes, so is Mando.
That's what I mean. Like,
I love it.
Mimics the way you're walking. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, can we all hide there? Besides, Mando could just pretend that it's a new shield colossi, like just stand very still like it does anyway.
Ah, yes, because he's so good at taking orders.
Yeah, but like if she's not moving, he's not moving.
If we jump in somewhere to hide, as long as he's within 4 feet of us, he doesn't have to hide. He's just next to where we are, just standing.
He's just a statue.
Aggamir has been sizing up the pirates and is kind of thinking to himself, he's like, I've fought worse. Like, I've fought some pirates in my day. This band of scallywags is nothing.
Oh man, I love that word.
They do look rather timid now that you're getting a little closer to them.
Oh, they baby pirates.
They babby.
It's a wee babby.
Wee babby pirates.
Wee babbies.
Oh. All right, now let's go fucking kill them.
God.
Okay, so you all are up against the shield colossi in the middle of town. The pirates are advancing towards where you believe the lizard folk are coming through, and there is nothing happening down the main thoroughfare. As the pirates get closer to the western exit of the town, exit or entrance, western side of town, you see your lizard folk and Adragon, and one of them lets out a yelp and starts running.
The pirate does?
Yeah, and he says, This isn't what I signed up for! And he runs clear through the east gate.
Where we just came from?
Where you just came from. Runs right past you. Doesn't pay any mind to Mando standing there.
Love it.
Part of me really wants to join this fight, like so badly.
Well, is there a fight that has a fight broken out?
A fight has not broken out. It seems like a lot of these pirates are starting to back up now. It seems like you might be able to scare them off.
Yeah, but we want their ship.
Can I run up out of the shadows, teeth bared, rolling an intimidation?
I'm right there with them.
Just try to scare them all.
You, Saf?
And just like in my deepest, graveliest voice, just like ask them, just like, who trespasses?
I like how you use the word ask.
Yeah, he's friendly.
he's like trying to be intimidating, but he still used the word ask. And ask them, please, will you move?
Please roll me an intimidation.
Instead of like, take me to your leader, he's like, Will you please take me to the person that leads you?
All right. I'm trying to overcome my own nature, okay? This is role play.
I would like to run up as well with him.
14 plus 8, 22.
And what do you say again?
Please.
I'm just...
Please leave!
I'm just gonna ask them, like, I'm gonna run up and I'm like, sorry, why are you all laughing?
Because
You said you were going to ask them again.
You're asking someone when you're trying to be
you
intimidating.
keep trying.
All right, fine. How about I just roar? I just growl and roar like an animal.
I love it.
I was gonna say, like, how dare you, or like, who trespasses on this island?
Oh, that's what you meant by ask. Okay.
Yes.
Still, I mean,
I know.
state your business.
Okay, so Aggamir runs up and shouts
Just screaming, do you have an appointment?
and shouts, how dare you trespass on this island? And the pirates turn around
Better.
and they are startled. They are good and startled. And then Saf runs up and does something.
With Mando.
And Mando runs up behind too. Oh, what is Saf saying? Or are you just getting Mando to run up?
I'm just getting Mando to run up with me.
Okay, so you run up to right behind Aggamir and kind of like hide behind him, and Mando goes, boom, boom, boom. And at this point, you see lots of wet spots in the front of these pirates' pants. And they've just scattered. They're gone.
Can I grab one? No,
Nice.
I want to grab one.
Yeah, try rolling me a
Clothesline.
strength check.
That's a 21.
Okay, yeah, you got one.
Good. I'm holding him by like the scruff and I'm looking at him and I say, where's your leader?
They're up at the top of the town. They're up there. Up there. Let me go.
Up, where's he pointing?
Up the main thoroughfare to the north.
Do I have rope? I feel like I have rope, right? Do I?
Yeah, let him go. What's he doing?
I have
dude?
rope. I have hempen rope. I picked
right.
them up.
Someone's got rope.
No, he's going to take us to them. I don't like when people just point shit. I want them to take me there.
I grab,
This is my new pet.
You've been working in retail too
I know,
long.
right? This is my new pet.
I grab the rope off of my hip and I just toss it to you, Scar.
Your utility belt.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Rope, a whip,
Spider-Man.
water skin.
As far as the loot goes, it is still at the base of the shield colossi. Upon closer inspection, you see that it's bone statuary and that kind of stuff that the lizard folk would have made.
Cool. So where are the rest of the lizard folk that belong to this town? Or that live in this town, I mean?
You are not sure.
All right.
They could be hiding. Maybe they ran into the woods.
So I want to go... Where did they scatter to, by the way? Did they run to the east gate too? Or did they run back to the ship? Where did they run?
Some of them ran to the east. Some of them ran to the west. The one that you got was running towards the east.
All right, well, he's mine now. Because we're going to walk up to where he's leading us, to where the leader is, and we're going to have a chat on the way, and he's going to tell me everything about them.
Oh, I immediately ask how many people are there?
What?
How many people are in the encampment up there?
We all just ran except for the boss.
So just the boss is up there?
Yeah. I promise. Please, just let me go.
No, I'm going to shake him. Where are you from?
Don't shake me. I don't like that.
Don't shake me. My belly hurts.
I'm going to throw up.
Where are you from?
I'm from Addis Bounty. Where are you from?
None of your business.
It's a one-sided conversation.
I'll ask the questions here.
Please, I just want... if you let me go, I'll just go back to farming and I'll never do anything bad ever again.
No, you're going to hang out with me for a little bit.
Oh.
Let's go.
Wait, I'm going to dodge that. I'm going to because I was holding him away, so he didn't get anything on me. I'm going to roll for that.
Well, we'll see with that dex saving throw.
That's a 16.
All right, you avoid the
Thank God. No vomit, please.
vomit.
After he vomits, I look at him and I say, do that again and I will kill you. Right now, it's hanging in the balance.
He looks like he's going to throw up again, and then his mouth, fills. You see his cheeks fill, and he chokes it down. He swallows it.
I hate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Hate it. Let him go.
What's your name, little guy?
This is the worst night ever for Farm Boy here.
What?
What's your name, little guy?
This teaches you crime doesn't pay.
My name is Wilkin.
Some farm boy name.
That's a good one.
All right, Wilkin, can I call you Will?
That's what my dad calls me.
Sure. All right, Will. Just relax. I'm a lot scarier. I look a lot scarier than I really am. I just need you to chill, to not throw up.
Can you put me down?
Yes, I slowly lower him down, but I hold onto the rope that's tied to him.
Thanks.
I'm going to need you to chill, to not throw up, and to take us to your leader. And while we're going there, you're going to tell me all about that person.
Okay.
Are we going? Let's go.
He's kind of sniffling a little bit.
Do I have a hanky?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Did you buy one?
Do I have to buy a hanky? Can I just use it from the cloak that we had from before that I don't need anymore?
Sure.
Let's say you have one.
I'm going to pass him a hanky.
I can't.
Wipe your mouth off, son.
You have my hands tied. How am I supposed to use this?
I'm holding.
Scar just tosses a hanky at his face that hits him in the face and falls to the ground.
His hands are bound, but there's a long piece of rope that I'm holding, so he can still move them up.
Hands are bound in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Makes more sense.
He kind of gets it all snotty.
Gross.
Boss's name is Rakilda.
Rakilda?
Rakilda. Captain Rick. She, we found this island and she said it was uninhabited, that we just had this one job and that would be it. And we'd go home, rich men. And there were just lizard folk here.
Do you know what she's looking for?
Have you found more than just lizard folk on the island?
No. But that's the first one of those that I've seen walking. And he points at Mando.
How many have you seen?
3 or 4.
Damn. Okay. So we're heading up to the boss, right? While we're talking? Okay. You guys all agreed to that, right?
Classic Aaron Sorkin walking dog.
Yeah, we're doing a West Wing Do you know what she was looking for on this island?
Anything valuable.
So how long does it take us to get to this person?
Not long. It's not a very large town.
All right, so we're there. I'm done talking to this thing.
Well. Little Wilkin the bedwetter. You see a rather rough and tumble looking human woman walking out of one of the houses. She's got a satchel of something. You don't know what it is. So let me guess. You, scared off all of my men, right?
Who is she talking to? Me?
She's talking to all of you.
Oh, okay.
Aggamir just smiles.
Of course he does.
So what do you want from me, huh? You think that I care about Wilkin here? What, is he supposed to be collateral? Go ahead, kill him. I don't care.
No, my Wilkin go.
Listen, what I do with Wilkin is my business.
Oh,
Wilkin has joined the party.
That wasn't supposed to sound like that.
You've got him tied up.
Scar adds 1 Wilkin to her inventory.
Yeah, what if I need a manservant? Anyway, I need someone to polish my Morning Star.
Is that what they call it now?
Listen, this keeps sounding dirtier and dirtier.
You hear Wilkins starting to sniffle.
And I like pat Wilkins' head. I'm like, shh, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's getting real Buffalo Bill over here.
Y'all.
Have you ever met a tiefling before? At us about it.
It puts the potion in the basket.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, I feel like this is where Drew should pipe up and be like, you're pillaging.
No, I'm having a good time.
You're pillaging my people. I am
Just along for the
I'm a
ride.
god. No.
No, please save me. I'm tired of improvising, says Nicole. God. I don't know. Fuck. Who all is around, I guess? Or is my lizard army behind me?
They are behind you now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like all of us.
Yeah.
All right, Drew looks around and she turns back and she's like, it seems like you're a little bit outnumbered here, so I would watch your fucking tone.
You've got a little fire in you, don't you?
I'm very much about to kill this person.
I honestly, I wanted you to be like, bitch, you have no idea.
I wouldn't call it fire, and I cast inflict wounds.
Do
Do you really?
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start this
Oh,
fight.
fuck.
Oh,
Why not?
Okay. How do you get up to her? Because it's a touch attack.
And how do you plan to pay for Wilkins' therapy?
That's up to Scar. She's
Listen,
his
guys,
guardian now.
don't worry about Wilkin. He's fine.
He's fine. Wilkin is fine.
and there's Wilkins sobbing at your leg.
Wilkin has fallen to his knees. The farm boy is just a farm baby now.
He's just a farm baby.
Can never go home. Not the same man.
So there's no way. Is there any way I can touch her? Like if I use my movement to get to her, would you let me touch her, or do I need to find a different spell to use that is not a touch attack?
I would say you've probably got to, if you want to get the jump on her, you've got to do something that's not a touch attack. She's keeping healthy distance between all of you,
What's healthy? Like 30 feet?
like 40 or 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, because if she was 30, I'd be able to get to her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think I'm going to go with Guiding Bolt because it gives everybody advantage. It's not as dope, but like fine. 19.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, 4d6 radiant damage.
46 radiant damage?
Never gets old. Quick question. Emily, do you have any kind of
Yeah.
spells that like pull people towards you?
I wish.
Wouldn't that be dope?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I was thinking about doing phase step to get close to her, but then I would just be in front of her. I can't do anything to her yet. All right, so that's 15 damage.
Okay, so your guiding bolt descends upon Rakilda, Captain Rick, and
And she's outlined in light at the end of it.
she goes, "What the hell? What is this?" And she turns, and as the guiding bolt was coming down, Joss is running up towards Rakilda, and she has a bone dagger drawn. Rakilda looks down at Joss with surprise in her eyes, and then gets a dagger in her throat.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
All right.
And Rakilda falls right where she stood.
So Guiding Bolt gave him advantage. Took care of it.
All right, good fight.
Yeah,
Awesome.
good job. Good fight.
I feel bad for bringing all these lizard people over here for no reason.
So the bolt hits, and then Joss just right after it.
Yep, just right after.
Runs up and shanks her.
Yeah. And when Rakilda falls, Joss and her cronies quickly pick up the body and throw it down the way. It looks like this may have been Joss's house.
Oh.
She says, "Thank you for helping. Now this one will never attack our village again. Please come in. Let me start a fire."
Cool. I sit down. Is there a couch?
There is not a couch, so to speak, but there are a bunch, these are ruins. So there are a bunch of,
Ruined couch, then. I'm not picky.
yeah, it's like on the side of the road, just a couch.
Like a stone bench or something.
Yeah, it's stone benches and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There are furs on top of them to make them a little more comfortable, some straw underneath the fur. So it's not as uncomfortable as you might have once thought.
I feel like that's the Lanamore version of a couch.
Yeah.
Yes, a Lanamoran
Like
couch.
Stone bench with some furs on it.
Mm-hmm. So she gets a fire going and puts a pot on the fire, and you all start talking, I guess. What do you want to talk about?
You think those, air quotes, pirates are heading back to their ship?
Yes.
I feel like Aggamir shouldn't have anything else on his mind except for getting to that ship and taking it over.
It is exactly what's on my mind. Like I almost want to just run across the island and take the ship now.
Go. Get it.
It's just a bunch of farmers. They're not even pirates. They're just a bunch of farmers that came here to steal their ship. Spider-Man?
Do it.
Look, they're either going to hide out in the forest. Some of them are going to wise up, get to the ship. Someone might be able to successfully sail it out of the port, or they're going to crash it. Either one. Either way, I don't get a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they are back to their ship by now. If they were able to evade my people in the woods, that is where they go for hiding, if any sort of danger comes by.
I see.
Should we let them know that the danger is gone?
I already have. The fire, she points up, and you see there's a big chimney, and the smoke is rising up through the chimney. This will signal and let my people know it is safe to come home.
Nice. So here's the thing. For our payment, we don't want much. We just want to take a peek at those statues outside. What do you say?
The bone statues?
The stone things that look like this guy, and I point at Mando.
Oh, yes, please. Go take a look.
Okay, so you don't mind if we poke around there for a minute?
No, it is of no use to us.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any food?
Yes, we have jerky.
What about fish?
Oh my god.
We have fish jerky. Oh, fresh fish? We do have some fresh fish, but the chef is not back. I'm not a very good cook myself.
Aggamir is very interested in just like hanging out and eating for a while, so
Yeah, I'd like to ask Joss. I describe the attunement stone key that the Shield Colossi use, and I ask if she'd seen any similar items to that.
She thinks for a minute, and she says, "I think I might know of something. I'll have to look over the bones to find an answer for you."
Look over the bones. Is that like some kind of tarot card thing, or is that like?
It's like tea leaves.
Yeah, it's like a voodoo thing.
Yeah, throw in the bones. Usually chicken bones. In this case, it'd probably be something like dragon bones.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions? Any of them?
I still can't believe Aggamir's still sitting here.
He's eating fish jerky.
you can leave me be. I'm just eating. You guys go check out this.
No, I just mean I can't believe you're not going to get your damn boat.
I feel like it's a surefire way to end up as the village idiot. So I just
Well, don't let that stop you. I've got to name someone.
I just have a bad feeling about this.
Why? Okay, Han Solo, let's go get this fucking boat.
I've got a bad feeling. I feel like if we go get the boat, it's just a bunch of farmers trying to like go home. Like if we steal the boat, then that makes us like we are the villains at that point.
Really?
Like they're just trying to leave. They're just trying to go home.
What are you doing with Wilkin?
Wilkin's my friend.
I don't think he is.
I think you're I think Wilkin's your friend, but I don't know if you're Wilkin's friend. You feel?
Okay, Wilkin. I'm going to ask him something. Hey, Wilkin.
Yeah.
If I let you go, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Where are you going to go?
Do you have a boat?
Don't you?
They left me by now.
How do you know?
Why would they wait? You saw how scared we all were. We're just a bunch of kids.
Okay, how about this? How about I let you go down there and see if they've left yet. If they haven't, go home. If they have, then I'll try to find a way to get you home. How about that?
I approach Wilkin and Scar, and I motion to him. I'm like, you're gonna leave him to wander in the dark, alone in the forest, on a strange island?
That's true.
All right. Hey, Drew, can you ask one of your lizard followers to take him down to see if the boat's still there?
Is Adragon still with us?
Yes, he is.
Okay, translate this.
I can't believe you got his name right. I'm so proud.
Ask them to please, a few of them to escort Will to the ship. And if the ship is not there, bring him back and we will make sure he gets home.
Adragon translates, and two of the lizard folk perk up and skitters over to Wilkin.
I made sure I asked Drew first before I commandeered some of her lizard people.
That's fair.
It was very... can you ask Adragon to ask your lizard folk to...
Yeah. Because I'm not just going to say Adragon, tell some lizard people, because that's not my thing. They're not my people. They're Drew's people. So I have to ask Drew's permission, because I'm not trying to step on God Lady's toes.
That's how you get melted.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen what happened to people that fuck with you.
Yeah, so Wilkin now has some bodyguards in the form of two of Drew's crew.
Before he leaves, I just want to look at him and say, if I ever find myself in Ada's bounty, you owe me a life debt. Because I didn't kill you.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't. That's honor, man. That's a code.
Yes, ma'am.
Live well.
I'll try.
Chill out, man. You're fine.
I won't ever pirate again, I promise.
Good. Stay on the right side of the law.
I'm just gonna go back to the pumpkin farm.
Pumpkins?
Aggamir loves pumpkins.
Pumpkins, hello.
I have this great recipe for pumpkin soup.
We have some recipes
I was
for
going to
you.
say you should give him your recipes.
All right. So Will and the two lizard folk leave.
Please tell me he gets back on the ship. I feel bad.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you what happens if you're not there.
All right, later.
We magically find an orb of scrying, and we can see everything happening everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like TV.
So what did the bones say?
Oh, it's gonna take Jossa a little while to figure that out.
Alright, so I go down to the shield colossi and look at them.
Okay, roll me an investigation, please. It's just the one. This one stands about 25 feet tall.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy.
13.
Okay, you are able to get up to the panels on the legs, and you open them up and see that it takes a lot more energy stones than Mando or the twin colossi do. It takes 3 per panel instead of just 1.
But didn't we find like a whole bucket?
Do you think it'd be worth it to try and show Joss the attunement stone that is in Mando and see if she would recognize it?
I thought you showed them the ones that you were carrying that were going to go in the twins.
Well, I described them, at least. I think I remember.
Yeah, you described them.
Well, there's the energy stones and there's the attunement one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The energy stones are ovoid, about mango-sized, and the attunement stone is more like a coconut size.
Okay. And so Saf has on her person multiple energy stones, but we're lacking attunement stones.
Correct.
Oh yeah, how many did we find?
You've got like buckets of energy stones.
So then we can fill this guy with energy stones. We just can't put the attunement stone in because we don't have that.
Correct. So yeah, you found like crates of them over at the second camp. You might be able to carry like 3 of them with you at once. One person could carry 3 in their bag comfortably,
Stones?
along with all their other stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing that Saf would have taken some at least
Yes.
to hold on to.
Yes.
So yeah, that is what you find in the shield colossi. Going up to the main panel in the back where the attunement stone would be, you open it up and do not find an attunement stone.
Is it the same size, basically, as Mando's, or is it, like, twice as big because he's twice as big?
It is the same size, and it only requires 1.
Are there any like inscriptions or anything like that?
Not that you can see on the inside. Well, definitely not that Scar can see. She's not looking at it, but
No, I'm
yeah.
I'm asking Safina.
Yeah, Saf doesn't see anything either.
So, how much exploring can be done in this kind of village ruins area?
It's about the same size as the other village, but it is getting late. And it took you a few hours to get here from the second village.
I turn to Drew, and, I turn to the party. I say, it's getting late, maybe we should make camp for the night, but in the morning, Drew, could you ask your lizard folk if they could help search for stuff?
Sure, I can do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Aggamir's already passed out on the couch. Like,
Too much fish.
crumbs a little bit on my tunic.
Drew turns to her army and is like, "All right, everyone, go to sleep for the night. Find a place to rest, and we'll keep going in the morning."
All of the lizard folk look at Adragon, and he translates. They all just kind of curl up where they are.
Nice.
So you all are going to take a long rest then?
By the fire. Sounds good.
Okay. Is anyone going to keep watch, or are you all just going to let everything be here this night in the third town?
Well, if we're all in this room and there's only one point of entry, really, we can always set the alarm.
Saf, can you set an alarm?
Set an alarm.
I can't be a part of the discussion. I'm already sleeping.
Alright, sleep.
I set it for audible at the doorway.
Audible as in everyone can hear it. Should it go off?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Thank you. You all are sitting there relaxing, and a lizard folk comes through the door and the alarm goes off. You can't really tell the lizard folk apart. They're kind of inscrutable to your untrained eye, but it is one of Joss's crew. It has the white markings, and it has just walked in. A new one from the other 3 that she had, so there are now 5 of Joss's family.
Joss's posse? That kind of
Joss's
works.
posse. Joss's posse and Drew's crew.
Works.
So Joss says, good, they are returning. What was that noise?
Don't worry so much about that. That's just like an extra bit of protection?
Was that your statue?
No. It's magic.
I know of magic, halfling.
Aggamir slept through it.
If somebody comes in, then, we'll know about it. If we're asleep.
There may be a lot of my posse coming in and out since they have been in the woods, and they will want to know what happened.
That would have been good to know before I said that.
Should I be outside of my home
No, we don't want to
so as not to...
No.
No, it's fine. It's whatever. I guess if Joss is going to be awake, it's fine. We can just go to sleep. That's fine.
So I can stay.
Yes.
Does Mando fit in the house, the ruins?
No. The door is too small.
Never mind.
There is a window nearby. However, you would have to situate yourself so that Mando would be looking at you.
I sit on the window ledge, like Harry Potter does at Hogwarts, and I wave to Mando on the outside.
Much like the Weasleys' flying car, Mando's illuminated faceplate comes up to the window,
Love it.
as if to break you free from Four Privet Drive.
Nice.
Good Lord. Anyway, bunch of fucking nerds. What are you doing? What are we doing? We're going to sleep?
I feel like
Nighttime.
that's like the only
CP.
thing.
Aggamir didn't wake
Yeah.
up.
No.
I'm still sleeping.
God, why are we still talking? We're sleeping.
Okay,
Fuck.
you all fall asleep and then wake up in the morning.
Great.
All our limbs and toes and fingers.
All limbs, toes, fingers, and
What about the
kidneys.
bones? What happened with the bones?
Oh, God, Charlie.
It looks as if Joss has been up all night. She somehow looks tired. Her eyes are more red than normal. I would say that she's got bags under her eyes, but how can you have bags on scales? Her frill has kind of drooped a little bit. The main indication that you can tell that she's kind of been awake. And she says, I found your stones.
I guess.
I can take you to them.
Yes, please.
Sure. Let's go.
Sweet.
Where are they?
They're in the mountain.
Oh.
Come, let us go.
All right.
And that's where we're going to end.
Ah, to the mountain.
Nice.
Oh, Justin, that's giving me
Diggy, diggy hole.
some diggy hole vibes.
Oh, God.
Roll those off the mind. Your choice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never heard Diggy Hole? Greatest song ever. Look it up.
Okay. And this isn't going to be like that bullshit thing you showed us from the UK with the spots. The pink guy with the spots.
Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
Oh.
Ah, no, this is from.
Have you heard the way that thing talks? That is horrifying.
I know. I told you it was terrifying. Anyway, no, Diggy Hole is from what's his name? Sips.
The Yogscast.
Yeah, Yogscast.
Oh, I probably did hear it.
It's hilarious.
Anywho, thank you all so much for listening to the Village Idiots podcast. I hope you had a great time listening. I had a great time DMing, and I hope that my players had a great time playing. The Village Idiot this week is going to be Scarlet
I knew it.
for traumatizing a poor farm boy.
I knew it.
Valid and fair.
I knew it, and it's fine. I'm totally fine with it.
Anyone who makes Nathan do the crying voice, like, is on my shit list. Like, I hate when he does that fucking voice. It drives me insane. It makes me so
Why?
sad, and he knows it.
Is it just because of the one time when I did the crying voice as a child ghost from Cursed Strong?
When she was
When I was pregnant? Yeah.
Yeah, when you were pregnant.
I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with
Yeah,
it.
you traumatized this poor woman.
Yeah,
You traumatized
kind of
me.
resonates with you.
Yes. Traumatized me.
Anywho, so yeah. Side note, thanks for jumping in there, Justin, when Nicole was going to Scar was going to send Will off into the woods by himself, because that was definitely going to solidify that. But
Yeah, see, Saf cares. Saf cares, that's why.
I didn't think about it, that it was still nighttime. I forgot about that.
it's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
Scar's so independent. She's like, everyone can just handle themselves, right?
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. I feel like, he would have been fine. Did he make it back to the ship? Did I find that out? I feel like I found that out.
You did not find that out.
I don't even think you said you untied his hands.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I would have, obviously.
I don't think you said it.
It doesn't matter. I would have.
He was so scared of her, he probably wouldn't have even asked.
I told him to go make something of himself and get back home. Anyway, I deserve it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. Let's move on.
People can at you about your questionable choice of words with a farm boy, can't they, Nicole? They can get at you on social media.
So bad.
They can. You can find the Village Idiots podcast at Village Idiot Pod on Twitter. If you want to talk to me personally and tell me how gross that whole situation was, you can find me at Nicole the Nerdy.
You can find me at JRoma20.
You can find me at Neurotic Good.
You can find me at Village Idiots DM.
And I'm too busy being passed out on couches. You cannot find me on social media.
Oh, yeah. We have a website, too, that you could go to, villageidiotspodcast.com. Lots of cool stuff on there. Especially cool is the link to our Patreon.
Speaking of Patreon, want to hear more from your favorite idiots? Well, you're in luck because we have a Patreon. For just a couple bucks a month, you'll have exclusive access to some DM insights with Nathan and Behind the Screens. Listen to Nicole and I, BS, and What's What with Dilly and Dally, and even a mini prequel campaign set in the world of Lanamore.
If a subscription to our Patreon is too much of a commitment for you, we'd love if you could leave us a quick review on iTunes. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friends about us. New episodes come out every Tuesday, so stay tuned.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if we're still doing this write a review, get a shirt thing, but if we are, write a review, get a shirt.
Do it.
Always, write a review.
Yeah, everyone likes new clothes in the new year. New clothes, new year, new you, new review. From everyone at the Village Idiots podcast, we'll see you next time.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's the